This we are excited about. Today, we got a very, very special bottle in front of us. This is a bottle we've been hunting down for at least 2 years now, so
Oh yeah, very special. You need an extra very there.
we are overjoyed to have this. We've had small batch, but we've never found this bottle. So this is the first bottle that I purchased when I turned 21 through a very good friend of ours, Tony, Tony Carver, Whiskey Fairy. We'll drop a link to her Instagram down below. But ever since then, I've been searching for one because no one wants to open up the first bottle they ever bought. Well, I waited 2 years. Here it is, E.H. Taylor. Ow!
Yeah. Oh. Oh. It was like a Saw movie.
Damn it! We've had the small batch. This is the single barrel. We've never had this one. Here we go. Alright. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Cracking an E.H. Taylor single barrel. Trash. Alright. There's the seal. You can't see it, but I'm going to crack it. Here it goes. No going back now. Oh man. Oh man.
We're being in trouble.
He's in trouble. I'll tell you that right now. Here he goes. He smells so good. The nose of this is just pouring. Just coming up. Like just from pouring it, I can smell it. Butter, vanilla, caramel. It's amazing. I was hesitant to think that this would be that much different than the small batch, but already off the nose it is like night and day.
It's a surprising change.
Night and day.
Maybe a bit of fruit on the end.
Yeah, but what would you call that? It's not really a cherry. I'd almost say like a grape almost. Wow. I could just sit here and nose this forever. There's so much going on.
There's a lot to it.
It's like so much to it, I can't even pull it apart of what it is. It's just so silky. Like silky, I think is a good word for it. Just really coats really nicely. The nose, anyway. Well, what do you think? I'm ready for a sip. I've been waiting too long to sip this whiskey.
Yeah. Cheers. I'm getting this.
That right there is a good bourbon whiskey. Wow. Right on the first sip. I mean, first sip of the night, it's just...
As soon as I hit my tongue, I got like an explosion.
No, it's like eruption. Some cinnamons in there. Just a lot of butterscotch and caramels. Really good, like dark wood notes.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm lost for words. Wow. He is a special bottle. Whew.
That was a lot all at once. At the
Man.
beginning, that was like seeing your life flash before your eyes or something.
Ooh, I got a lot of mint on that nose. I got a lot of mint in there just now.
Yeah.
Woo. We paid $100 for this bottle. Secondary, I've seen as high as $300-400. I'd pay $100 for this any day of the week.
Oh yeah.
Just off that first sip. Now, I may be jumping to conclusions. It might just because it was my first sip of the night and I had a very long 12-hour day at work and I was really looking forward to a good whiskey, but you were off today, so I mean, is this a good whiskey or is this a I need a drink?
This is a good whiskey.
Okay, good. Oh, just the nose. Right after the first sip, it's opening up more. Like, go back into it now. It just keeps... Oh. It's unbelievable. Maybe a little malt in there, too. There's just this really rich, sweet aroma. Could I fancy you to indulge in another sip, fine sir?
Do you really have to ask?
Increíble. For all my Spanish followers out there. That was... This is like beyond our skills to talk about this. This belongs on another channel. Because there's just so much. Like, this is our first time ever trying this whiskey. There's just so much. The finish just pulls you right back in for another sip. It's not like it's a lingering finish, but it's almost like you're so sad to see it go that you immediately want to go back for that glass again.
I almost didn't want to swallow it. But yeah, it's...
What she said.
It's...
Thanks, Will.
It's a bit like your favorite song fading out as the chorus repeats. And you're like, no, don't end, it's too soon. Kind of the same thing here.
Hit that repeat button. I am upset that it took me this long to find this, because now I want another one. Is this better than small batch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. 100%. This blows small batch out of the water.
Small batches. This is, I mean, it makes sense because it's a single barrel. This is small batch gone wild.
Gone wild.
This is small batch on meth.
Angel's tears.
Yeah.
That's what somebody commented on the Facebook feed. There's just a nose I'm getting and I can't describe it. I don't know what it is. Would you almost put it as like a nuttiness?
You get like minty cereal.
Yeah, the mint is for sure there. Yeah, maybe like a grain. Is that what I'm getting?
With just like, maybe like vanilla and honey. I feel like it's like Honey Nut Cheerios or something.
I can see that. There's definitely honey in there now that you mentioned honey.
But I mean, the way it's been going, 5 minutes, 2 minutes even, it could be completely different. Because I did not get that at the beginning.
I don't know if we'll find out in 5 to 2 minutes.
Yeah, he might be gone.
Maybe 5 seconds. Cheers. Last sip of single barrel E.H. Taylor. Cheers. You don't want to let him go. Don't want to let him go. It's like letting your first daughter off at her wedding, giving away your daughter at a wedding. Not that we know that. This is what I would imagine it would be like. What's the most you would pay for this bottle? This is interesting because I think they're wondering right now because they're like, ooh, I can find this right now, but it's secondary. Right? Obviously, this is insanely hard to find at MSRP. 100 isn't even MSRP. That's still an elevated price, but not nearly as much as secondary. So there might be somebody sitting on this camera right now like, ooh, I can find this for 200 right now. I can go to the store and buy this for 200 right now. What's the most you'd pay for that bottle?
I don't know if I could go 200, but I've also had it before. I would probably go 150.
Yeah.
I think 150 is fair.
I think 150 is fair too. But if you've never had it, like we've never had it, and you really absolutely want to try it, it might honestly be worth the $200 to give it a try. So to sum all this up, out of 10,
I think it's got to be a 10. It's like 6.
well, you see, I have some complaints. It's a 10.
Okay. Had me worried for a second. I was trying to figure out what could be wrong with it.
It's a 10. There's very few whiskeys that would earn that 10 spot that I've ever tried. This being definitely in the top 5 whiskeys that I've ever tried in my life. Top 5 for sure. For me. I don't know about you.
Probably.
I think so. Anyway, I'm Luke.
I'm Frank.
And be sure to stay in school.